Now question number 32 we are going to start. A and B were the partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted C as a partner with 3/7 share in profit and new profit sharing ratio is 2:2:3. Children, I told you whenever old ratio is given of the old partners and new ratio is given of the old partners, first of all, we have to compare their new ratio as well as old ratio of the old partners. So here we have 3:2, here we have 2:2. It means that sacrificing ratio will also change because there is change in old ratio and new ratio. First of all, we have to go for old ratio minus new ratio. So we have come to know that the sacrificing ratio is 11:4. Now the point is, why is it important to find out sacrificing ratio or to think for it? Because whatever premium for goodwill new partner C will bring, that will go in sacrificing ratio itself. C brought 2 lakh as his capital and 1,50,000 as premium for goodwill. Half of their share for premium for goodwill was withdrawn by A and B from the firm. So there is withdrawal also, but half of the premium for goodwill according to their share. Calculate sacrificing ratio and pass necessary journal entries for the transactions in the books of the firm. All right. Now the first entry for bringing of capital and premium for goodwill. So it will be cash account debited, 2 C's capital, 2 premium for goodwill, 1,50,000. Second entry, premium for goodwill account debited to A to B, all right, and 1,50,000 will be distributed in the ratio of 11:4. So 11,000, 1,10,000 will be taken by A and 40,000 will be taken by B. Now because half of their share they are going to withdraw from the firm, so the third entry will be A's capital account debited, B's capital account debited to C, and half of that, 1,50,000, 75,000 will be withdrawn by A and B in the terms of cash. So 1,10,000 was credited to A. Half of this is 55,000. 40,000 was credited to B. So half of that is 20,000. So the respective amount according to their share will be withdrawn by both the partners. I hope this question is clear. Yes? Is this clear? Yes,
Yes,
children?
ma'am.
All right. Question number 33, A and B are the partners sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1. So A and B are old partners and their ratio is 2:1. They admitted C for 1/4 share in profits. C brings in 30,000 for his capital and 8,000 out of his share 10,000 for goodwill. It means his total share for premium for goodwill is 10,000. And out of this, he's bringing only 8,000. 2,000, which he is not able to bring, we will cut from his current account. Before admission, goodwill existed in the books is 18,000. There is one more goodwill which is existing in the books. So whenever the goodwill is appearing in the books, it means it is appearing inside the balance sheet. And this goodwill will go or will be distributed among the old partners only, not to the new partner. Old partners only in their old profit sharing ratio. I'll give you reason why. Because this goodwill is appearing in the books, in the balance sheet. It means that it was earned by A and B and there are no efforts of C in this amount of goodwill. So why something will go to C? Nothing will go to C from 18,000. 18,000 only A and B will get in their old profit sharing ratio, in that ratio before the C admits. Okay. Now pass journal entry to give effect to the above arrangement. So the first entry is for bringing of capital and goodwill and the entry will be cash account debited to C's capital and to premium for goodwill. Children, here this point is to be noted down that because the total amount of premium for goodwill was 10,000. Out of this, he is bringing only 8,000. So whatever amount he is bringing, we will write down that only against premium for goodwill. Please note down this point, the amount of premium for goodwill which new partner brings is considered as premium for goodwill. But the part of premium for goodwill which he is not able to bring will never go in premium for goodwill. Never go. Remember, okay? So 8,000 will go in premium for goodwill, 30,000 is his capital, total 38,000 cash has come in the firm. All right. Now the time has come in order to distribute entire amount of premium for goodwill. Entire means even that amount which he is not able to bring. Now, our entry will become premium for goodwill account debited. We always debit. C's current account debit. C's current will be debited because we are going to cut down this 2,000 rupees from his current account. Has to be debited. 2,000, total 10,000 we have debited. Now this entire 10,000 will be distributed among A and B in their sacrificing ratio. Now the point is, what is our sacrificing ratio? Since the question is silent that how C is going to take 1/4 share from A and B, their old ratio itself will become their sacrificing ratio. So 10,000 will be distributed in the ratio of 3:1. You can see, sorry, 2:1. Okay. Now we will pass journal entry for that amount of goodwill which was appearing inside the books. As I told you, this goodwill has been earned by A and B. So C cannot get anything from this 18,000. Okay. It will be distributed between A and B in their old profit sharing ratio, which is 2:1. And the entry will be A's capital account debited, B's capital account debited to goodwill, and here it is 2:1. 18,000 has been distributed. Any doubt in this question? Yes? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
All right. Now question number 34. A and B are the partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2. This is their old ratio. They admitted C as a partner in the firm for 1/4 share in profits, which he takes 1/6 from A and 1/12 from B. Now the question directly says that, okay, how he's going to take his share? And the case is of from case number 2. It has to be subtracted from the shares of A and B. So 3/5 minus 1/6 will be the new ratio of A, and 2/5 minus 1/12 will be the new ratio of B. But what will be their sacrifice? This is their sacrifice, 1/6 and 1/12. But because denominators are not same, let us make it same. So the ratio will become 2:1. Okay. C brings 60% of his share of firm's goodwill. All right, only 60% he is bringing. He is not going to bring 40%, rest of the 40%. Goodwill of the firm was valued at 1 lakh. Children, whenever goodwill of the firm is given, it means everyone has their share in this amount of goodwill. A is also having, B is also having, and C is also having. But C will bring according to his share. How much is his share? 1/4. 1 lakh multiplied by 1/4 is 25,000, which is his total premium for goodwill. But he is bringing only 60%. And the question is silent about the amount of capital which he is bringing. All right. So the first entry for bringing for premium for goodwill, as I told you, in the first entry, only that much amount will go which he is actually bringing. He's bringing 60% of 25,000, which is 15,000. So the first entry will be cash account debited to premium for goodwill 1515, and rest of the 10,000, because the total share was 25,000, will be cut down from his current account and he will be debited. So the next entry will be premium for goodwill account debited, C's current account debited to A's capital to B's capital. 25,000 will be distributed among A and B in the ratio of in the ratio of 2:1, because in this case the ratio is given, sacrificing. Any doubt in this question? Yes. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
All right. Now the next one. Here it is, 35th question. On the admission of Rao, goodwill of the Murthy and Shah is valued at 30,000. Goodwill of Murthy and Shah. Okay. Rao is to get 1/4 share of profits. It means Murthy and Shah are old partners and Rao is our new partner. Previously, Murthy and Shah shared profits in the ratio of 3:2. Rao is unable to bring the amount of goodwill. He is not bringing even a single penny, not even a single rupee. Okay, for the amount of goodwill. All right. Now, give journal entries in the books of Murthy and Shah when goodwill does not exist in the books, and second is when goodwill exists in the books at the rate of 10,000. All right. Now see, this entire, first of all, this is actually goodwill of the firm. Out of this, we will find out share of Rao multiply by 1/4. We'll come to know that the total amount of goodwill which Rao has to bring is 7,500, but he is not bringing even a single rupee. So the entire amount will be cut down from his current account, and the entry will be Rao's current account debited to Murthy's capital to Shah's capital, and it will be distributed among them in 3:2. All right. Now, second case, when goodwill is existing in the books. So this is another goodwill which is earned by Murthy and Shah. So we'll go to Murthy and Shah only in the ratio of 3:2. Okay, Rao will not get anything out of it. All right. So the entry will be Murthy's capital account debited, Shah's capital account debited to goodwill, and 10,000 has been distributed among Murthy and Shah in the ratio of 3:2. All right. Now the same journal entry will be passed again, because though the goodwill exists in books, but this is another goodwill which is outside the books. So the same entry will be repeated. Any doubt in this question? Yes? Any doubt? Give me response.
No, ma'am.
Question number 36, very, 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 very important. Okay? Put double, triple star on this question. And whenever you think that, okay, I have to revise the concept of premium for goodwill, this is the best question to touch. Okay? Now, A, B, and C are in partnership sharing profits in the ratio of 5:4:1. This is their old ratio. Two partners are admitting, D and E. All right. And their new profit sharing ratio is 3:4:2:2:1. So whenever I told you every time old ratio and new ratio is given of the old partners, we always have to compare. If there is any change in their old ratio and new ratio, it means sacrifice will also change. Okay. Now let us do it. Here it is written 5:4:1. Here it is written 3:4:2. It means entirely the ratio is changing. We have to go for old ratio minus new ratio concept first of all in order to find out our sacrifice. All right. So after doing this, we have come to know that A is sacrificing by 15/16. B is also sacrificing by 4/60. But the old partner C, he is gaining rather than sacrificing. And if one of the old partner gains, it means along with new partners, he will also give some part of premium for goodwill to the sacrificing partners. C will also give. Is it clear? And will cut down that amount from his capital account. Remember. All right. Now, D is to pay 90,000 for his share of goodwill. Okay, D is bringing his premium for goodwill. That is 90,000 according to his share. Fine. But E is unable to bring his share of goodwill. See, E, who is a new partner, he is not bringing even a single rupee. So whatever will be his share of premium for goodwill will cut down from his current account. Remember, both of the new partners introduced 1,20,000 each as their capital. You are required to pass journal entries. Fine enough. First entry for bringing of capitals and their premium for goodwill. So it will be bank account debited to D's capital to premium for goodwill and to E's capital also. Please mention to E's capital. Combine the first two entries, okay? E's capital also. Both of them are bringing 1,20,000. Fine enough. So you write down 1,20,000, 1,20,000 and then 90,000 of D's premium for goodwill. Entire sum, entire amount you add up and will go in bank account. All right. So that much money has come in the firm. Fine. Now the point is, now the turn has come in order to distribute premium for goodwill. But we do not have to forget, number one, that C is gaining. Number one, first point, that the old partner is gaining. Second point, that E is not bringing even a single rupee of premium for goodwill. So first of all, we have to find out that how much is the premium for goodwill as per the share of E. All right. Children, please remember, please note down this point. Whenever one of the old partner gains, like C is gaining here, and another point, whenever new partner is not bringing even a single rupee of his goodwill, premium for goodwill, we want goodwill of the firm. We should know goodwill of the firm. So the first point to note down is we have to find out goodwill of the firm. How do we find out? We know premium for goodwill of D, which he is bringing according to his share. If this is his share, multiply by reciprocal of the share of D. How much is his share? 2 divided by 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 divided by 12 is this the share of D. So 90,000 multiplied by 12 divided by 9 will be total amount of goodwill. Here it is, this calculation. So the goodwill of the firm is 5,40,000. Fine enough. Now we can easily find out the share of C, which C will give to A and B, and the share of E, which he will give to A and B. All right. Very easy. Now, how much is E's share? 1 upon 12. So 5,40,000 into 1 upon 12, 45,000 E will give. Now, how much C will give? Because C is also gaining. Now, he also has to give to A and B. So, according to his gain, he is gaining 4 upon 60. So, 4 upon 60 multiplied by 5,40,000, which was our total amount of goodwill. It means 36,000 will be given by C. Okay. Now, let us pass our journal entry. It will be premium for goodwill account debited. This is that amount which D has brought. E's current account debited. Please mention here current. E's current account debited 45,000. And C's capital account debited. Why do we write down capital word here? Because C was an old partner and his capital was already there in the firm. We will cut from his capital. C's capital account debited 36,000. Add on all three, whatever will be the sum, total sum, multiplied by 15 upon 60, A will get, multiplied by 4 upon 60, B will get. Any doubt in this question? Yes. Any doubt anywhere in any point? Yes, children. Any doubt? Ask, please.
No, ma'am.
All right.
No, ma'am.
Now, hidden goodwill. Very, very important concept. Very, very important. How do we come to know that the goodwill is hidden? Children, I told you, according to Indian Partnership Act 1932, when new partner admits, it is very, very important for him or mandatory for him to bring two items with him. Number one, his own capital. Number two, premium for goodwill according to his share. Children, if question will be silent, question tells you that this much amount as capital new partner is bringing, but question does not give you any hint regarding premium for goodwill. It means the concept of hidden goodwill is hidden there. We have to follow those steps in order to find out the goodwill of the firm first and then goodwill of premium for goodwill according to the share of new partner. Okay, then hidden goodwill. The question will be of hidden goodwill. Now let me read it, whatever I have mentioned here. As we know that whenever new partner admits in a firm, it becomes mandatory for him to bring capital according to his share of profit in order to get right on the assets of the firm. See, I clearly mentioned here that why is it important to bring capital along with him in order to get right on the assets of the firm. In the same way, in order to compensate the sacrifice of the share of profits of old partners, it is mandatory for him to bring premium for goodwill as per his share of profit. This premium for goodwill is then distributed among old partners in sacrificing ratio. This is to note that whenever question is silent about the amount to be brought in by a new partner for premium for goodwill, then the concept of hidden goodwill is applicable. All right, I've already explained to you. So here are the steps to be followed. Step number one, capital of a new partner will always be given to us in question in that case. So the total capital we will find out. How do we find out? Capital of a new partner multiplied by reciprocal of his share. Step number two, we'll find out total net worth. Okay, how much worth the firm is already having. So sum of capitals of the old partners plus capital of a new partner plus debit side special items means all reserves and surplus. Okay, minus credit side of special items means P&L debit balance, goodwill, as well as your advertisement suspense, plus profit on revaluation minus loss on revaluation. So all these you will do addition, subtraction, then you will come to know about your net worth. Now in step number 3, we'll come to know about goodwill of the firm, which is step number 1 minus step number 2. And in step number 4, we'll find out share of premium for goodwill of a new partner. So goodwill of the firm multiplied by share of a new partner. So these are the steps to be followed. Okay. Now here it is, question number 38. Anil and Sunil are the partners in a firm with the fixed capitals. The capitals are fixed. So it means everything will go in their current account, right? Fixed capitals of rupees 3,20,000 and 2,40,000 respectively. They admitted Charu as a new partner with 1/4 share in the profits of the firm on 1st April 2012. Charu brought 3,20,000 as her share for of capital. Calculate the value of goodwill and record necessary journal entries. Children, one more point you have to remember, that whenever the question does not give you any hint related to premium for goodwill to be brought in by a new partner, you always have to remember that we will assume that new partner is not bringing even a single rupee of his premium for goodwill. That's why the question is silent. Remember this. It means entire amount of premium for goodwill will be cut down from his current account. Remember, okay? This is very important to remember. Now let us find out first of all the value of goodwill. Okay. Step number one, total capital of the firm, 3,20,000, which is the capital of a new partner, multiplied by reciprocal of his share 4. So it is 12,80,000. Now step number two, we'll find out net worth. 3,20,000 plus 2,40,000 plus 3,20,000. It is 8,80,000. Step number three, goodwill of the firm is equal to 12,80,000 minus 8,80,000, that is 4 lakh. Now this is goodwill of the firm. All three partners have their share in this amount of goodwill. But Charu will bring according to her share. So 4 lakh multiplied by 1 upon 4, 1 and 1 lakh is her total premium for goodwill, which she was supposed to bring. But because the question is of hidden goodwill, we will assume that she is not bringing even a single rupee out of this 1 lakh rupees. So the entire 1 lakh will cut down from her current account. Okay. So the first entry for bringing of capital, cash account debited to Charu's capital, 320, 320. Then Charu's current account debited to Anil's current to Sunil's current. Usually we write on capital word here. We transfer money of premium for goodwill in their capital account, but because the capitals are fixed, so we are writing down current here also. So 1 lakh will be distributed among Anil and Sunil in their old profit sharing ratio. The question is silent about old profit sharing ratio. It means their ratio is 1:1. So we are distributing equally among them. Now, the next question, A and B are the partners in a firm with a capital of 60 and 120 respectively. They decide to admit C into the partnership firm for 1/4 share in the future profits. C brings a sum of 70,000 as his capital. Calculate the amount of goodwill. We simply have to calculate. So, all right, we'll follow the steps only. 70,000 into 4. So 2,80,000 will be their total capital. Now second step, net worth, 60,000 plus 120 plus 70. So this is 180, 180 plus 70 is I guess 250, right? So 30,000 will be the amount of goodwill of the firm. Multiplied by 1 upon 4 will be the amount of C's premium for goodwill. And this only we had to find out. Okay, no journal entries, okay? Now 39th question. Bhuvan and Shivam are the partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Their capitals were 50 and 75 respectively. They admitted Atul on 1st April 2020 as a new partner for 1/4 share in the future profits. Atul brought 75,000 as his capital. First of all, we have to find out goodwill of the firm, and then we have to record the journal entries for the above transactions on Atul's admission. Now let us follow the steps for hidden goodwill. 75,000 multiplied by 4 will be the total amount of capital. Now net worth, 50,000 plus 75,000 plus 75,000. This is our net worth. Step 1 minus step 2 will be goodwill of the firm, into 1 upon 4 will be the premium for goodwill of Atul. Okay, first journal entry. Cash account debited to Atul's capital 75,000. Second journal entry, Atul's current account debited to Bhuvan's capital to Shivam's capital. And whatever will be his share of premium for goodwill will be distributed among Bhuvan and Shivam in the ratio of 3:2. Okay. Now, question number 40. X and Y are the partners with the capitals of 50,000 each. They admit Z as a partner for 1/4 share in the profits of the firm. Z brings 80,000 as his share of capital, and profit and loss account showed a credit balance of 40,000 on the date of admission of Z. Children, this is P&L credit balance. P&L credit balance always fall on the liabilities side of the balance sheet. It means debit side special item will be added in second step. Okay. Now let us follow the steps. Step 1, total capital of the firm 80,000 multiplied by 4, reciprocal of the share of a new partner. It is 3,20,000 is the total capital of the firm after the admission of Z. Now net worth, 50,000 plus 50,000, both the capitals of both of the old partners, plus 80,000 the capital of a new partner, plus 40,000 because this is special item appearing on the liability side of balance sheet. So 2,20,000 will be the net worth. Now step number 1 minus step number 2 will be goodwill of the firm, that is 1 lakh, multiplied by 1 upon 4 will be the share of goodwill which is brought in by Z, which should be brought in by Z, but he is not bringing, okay, because the concept of hidden goodwill is there. Now give journal entries to record the goodwill. All right. So the first is only for goodwill. Okay. So the entry will be Z's current account debited to X's capital to Y's capital. Children, please, because here it is written, otherwise here it is written journal entries. Entries is written, it means we have to pass on first entry also. But if suppose simply they write down give journal entry to record the goodwill, then we do not have to pass first journal entry when he's bringing capital. But in this question, the entry will be cash account debited to Z's capital with 80,000. Then Z's current account debited to X's capital to Y's capital, and 25,000 will be distributed among them in equal ratio, because the ratio is, the question is silent about old ratio. Okay. So this was question number 40. Now question number 41. Asin and Shreya are the partners in a firm. They admit Ajay as a new partner with 1/5 share in the profits of the firm. Ajay brings 5 lakh as a share of capital. The value of total assets of the firm are 15 lakh and outside liabilities are 5 lakh on that date. Give journal entry to record the goodwill at the time of Ajay's admission. Also show your workings. Specifically written, also show your workings. It means working notes will also give you mark. Okay. So let us follow the steps. 5 lakh multiplied by 5, that is 25 lakh will be the total capital of the firm. Now net worth, we have to find out what the capitals of Asin and Shreya are missing. But assets and liabilities are given to us. So assets minus liabilities will be the sum of the capitals of Asin and Shreya. So we have done this plus the capital of a new partner. So 15 lakh is total net worth. Step number 1, step number 2, you subtract, you'll get 10 lakh goodwill of the firm. Multiplied by 1 upon 5 is 2 lakh, which is the share of premium for goodwill of Ajay. Okay, according to his share. Now we have to pass journal entries. So the first journal entry is cash account debited to Ajay's capital, that is 5 lakh. Then Ajay's current account debited to Asin's capital to Shreya's capital, and this 2 lakh will be distributed among them equally, because the question is silent about old profit sharing ratio. This is question number 45. Aman commenced business with a capital of 2,50,000 on 1st April 2015. During the 5 years ended 31st March 2020, the following are the profit and losses. On 31st March 2016, there was a loss of 5,000. 2017, there was a profit of 13. 18 also there was profit. 19 also profit, and 20 also profit. During this period, he has withdrawn 40,000 for his personal use. On the 1st April 2020, he admits Bowman into the partnership on the following terms. Bowman to bring for his share in the business capital equal to Aman's capital on 31st March 2020, and to pay for 1/2 share of goodwill of the business on the basis of 3 times the average profit of last 5 years. It means we have to follow average profit method in order to find out goodwill of the firm. Prepare statement showing what amount Bowman should invest to become a partner, and pass journal entries to record the transactions related to admission. So first of all, we'll find out total profits. So because there was one loss also, loss we'll subtract, and this is our total profit, which is 70,000. Now how much is A's capital actually we have to find out. So 2,50,000, which was the capital on 1st April 2015, okay, plus 70,000, which is the total amount of profit, minus 40,000, which was his drawings. So 2,80,000 was his total capital, which will be brought in by Bowman also. Okay. Now let us find out goodwill. So goodwill has to find out on the basis of average profit. So the total profit of 5 years was 70 divided by 5 multiplied by 3, because this is our years of purchase. Goodwill of the firm is 42,000. 42,000 divided by 2. 21,000 is the amount of goodwill which he will bring, because here it was written half of the share of goodwill. All right. Now 21,000. Our first entry, cash account debited to Bowman's capital, that is 2,80,000. Then Bowman's current account debited to Aman's capital, that is 21,000. Any doubt in this question? Yes? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, here are the journal entries. Okay. Now, question number 46. Actually, here we will not cut the amount from the Bowman's current because the amount of the information of goodwill is given. So we will write on premium for goodwill, okay, for him, for that. You can see rather than to debit Bowman. Yes, now question number 46, it is based upon revaluation account actually, and I already taught you revaluation account in change in profit sharing ratio, right? That chapter. Pass entries in firm's journal for the following on the admission of a partner. First is machinery is reduced by 16,000. Children, machinery is one of an asset. It is coming down by 16,000. So when asset depreciated goes on the debit side of revaluation. Building is appreciated by 40,000, and on other hand, one of our asset is increasing, so it will go on the credit side of revaluation. You simply assume. Just wait for a minute. Let me open my tools. Then I'll let you know. You just imagine that this is a revaluation. Okay, I will rub this. Machinery is falling here and building is falling here. Okay. What will be our journal entry for machinery? Revaluation account debited to machinery. Okay. With 16,000. What will be journal entry for building? Because it is appearing on the credit side, exactly will be debited in journal entry. The rule is opposite on the opposite side. So it will be building account debited to revaluation. I hope this is clear to you. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now the second one, here it is written, a provision can be created for doubtful debts at the rate of 5% of debtors amounting to rupees 80,000. Children, you should note that provision always, reduces the amount of debtor, and debtor is our asset. So it will go on the debit side of revaluation. So our entry will become revaluation account debited to premium to provision for doubtful debt. Okay. You can write down two debtors also, but we usually write down provision for doubtful debts. Now the next is provision for warranty claims being increased by 2,000. Beta, whenever provision word is written somewhere, it means this is our liability. And it is increasing by 2,000. So it means that one of 12,000. So it means that one of our liability is going to increase. When liability increases, it comes on the debit side of revaluation. So it will be revaluation account debited to provision for warranty claims. Any doubt in this question? Yes? Any doubt? Yes, children. Any doubt in this question? Anywhere in any point in any journal entry?
No,
No.
ma'am.